Welcome to Fast Forward, the video news magazine that shows you who we are, where we're at, and where we're going at the Sony Technology Center, Pittsburgh. STCP isn't just a great place to work. It's a focal point for world-class manufacturing, electronics, and chemical technologies. And it's on a fast track to the future, a future you and our community will both be part of. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself in this segment that we call The Big Picture. How big is big? Well, with nearly 3 miles of hallways and more than 87 acres of enclosed shipping, production, office, and warehousing space, the STCP complex occupies an astonishing 3.5 million square feet. Overall, the 650-acre site encompasses an area larger than downtown Pittsburgh. Why so much space? Because STCP comprises not one, but 3 different manufacturing organizations. Sony Electronics Incorporated, which produces a wide range of both projection and direct view TVs at the site. American Video Glass, which supplies the specialty glass components that go into Sony TVs. And Sony Chemicals Corporation of America, which manufactures high-tech adhesives, lubricants, and coated thermal transfer ribbon. Most recently, Sony Electronics opened the Display Systems Service Company, one of 2 Sony facilities in the United States dedicated to the repair and refurbishment of computer CRT displays. In fact, there's so much going on at STCP, we even have our own dedicated logistics group. Their job is to oversee the continuous flow of raw materials and finished products that moves through STCP 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. That's impressive, but size and diversity aren't the only big news at STCP. What's even more impressive is Sony's legendary commitment to quality. Quality in their products, quality in their technology, in their manufacturing process, and above all, quality in their people. We're also very big on our regional community and the environment we live and work in. For example, Sony employees are active in educational, nonprofit, and public service organizations throughout Western Pennsylvania. Sony also contributes to the economic vitality of the region. In addition to employing more than 3,000 men and women, STCP has established relationships with more regional vendors than possibly any other company in southwestern Pennsylvania. Vendors who now provide more than 80% of the raw materials, assemblies, and subcomponents used in our manufacturing operations. Of course, at STCP, we're as concerned with what comes out of the site as we are about what goes into it. That's why we've adopted an aggressive program of environmental best practices to minimize the environmental impact of our operations.
Sony Technology Center Pittsburgh is a responsible corporate citizen which actively serves the needs of our employees, our partners and customers, and the local community, while creating products that are known and trusted worldwide. We welcome you to the STCP. We invite you to join us on our journey of continuous quality improvement, and we encourage you to help us to become even better tomorrow than we are today.
When you think about it, there's more than one big picture at STCP, and here's the biggest one of all, the Sony Videoscope Projection TV. Like all Sony Videoscope TVs, this one redefines the state-of-the-art of projection technology with quality and features that you won't find in any other projection TV. What's the secret? Well, here at STCP, it's not just how Sony makes them, it's how Sony makes them better. As you might expect from the world leader in consumer electronics, the heart of every Sony projection TV is the electronics. And here at STCP, we manufacture our own printed circuit boards to exacting Sony specifications. Electronics are the intelligence behind Sony's Videoscope line, but optics are what bring the picture to life. And Sony's superior image projection technology begins here, in this self-contained clean room. Sony projection TVs incorporate a trio of cathode ray tubes, or CRTs. These are essentially miniature TV tubes, except that each one projects only one color, red, green, or blue. Combined, they create a finished, full-color image. In the clean room, a thin layer of phosphor is applied to the inside of the CRT. Then, an electron gun is inserted, and all of the air is pumped out of the tube. In the final assembly area, the printed circuit boards and CRTs are fitted into a chassis. Here, too, the projection prism is installed. The prism is what makes the finished image possible by focusing and magnifying the light from the three 7-inch CRTs. Audio speakers are added, followed by the cabinet enclosure, including the plastic projection screen. All Sony projection TVs are adjusted and tested to a common reference signal. As an added quality control, sample units are routinely taken off the line and subjected to a series of grueling electronic, thermal, and impact tests. That may seem like a lot of effort just to build a TV, but the end result isn't just any TV. When our customers purchase a Sony VideoScope projection TV, they can count on Sony's advanced technology and rigorous attention to detail to provide a lifetime of reliable, picture-perfect performance. The quality of Sony's projection TVs is a flattering reflection on how everyone works at STCP. But, as everybody knows, there's more than one way to look at the world. And Sony's world-renowned Trinitron TVs are well worth looking into. Capturing the legendary sharpness and clarity of Trinitron technology on a screen this big is an accomplishment we're proud of. So is creating the technology to build them. The process begins with the screen itself, which starts out as a clear glass panel. At this point, there are actually two assembly lines which move in tandem, one for the glass panels and one for the metal frames which hold the aperture grille inside. Sony's proprietary aperture grille technology is what makes a Sony TV look the way only a Sony TV can look. In reality, the aperture grille is a carbon steel mask composed of hundreds of precisely registered strips. When the grille is in place behind the TV screen, these ultra-thin metal strips act as a rigid alignment guide to ensure that electrons fired at the screen strike their exact target to create a crystal clear image. Once the aperture grille and frame have been joined together and matched with the glass panel, the completed assemblies are transported to an environmentally controlled process area. Here, the panels are specially prepared and imprinted with fine lines of black carbon. 3 different sets of phosphor stripes, green, blue, and red, are then applied between the carbon lines. The glass back of the Trinitron tube, called the funnel, is joined to the panel assembly, and the electron gun is inserted. Just like the smaller tubes used in our Sony projection TVs, a vacuum is applied and the entire CRT unit is sealed. Finally, the CRT is assembled into the chassis along with the electronics and audio speakers. The completed unit is tested and another top-of-the-line Sony Trinitron TV is on its way to market. You've heard the phrase, the shape of things to come. Well, at Sony, the shape of the future is flat, as in the world's first truly flat display direct TV, the FD Trinitron Vega. The Vega's flat screen design is more than just a fashion statement. It's a combination of engineering breakthroughs that make these new Sonys flat out better. When it comes to our 32-inch and 36-inch Vega TVs, form and function go hand in hand. Where conventional curved screens can create glare and distortion at the edges of the viewing area, the Vega's flat profile and more tightly focused electron beam ensure unparalleled sharpness and detail, top to bottom and side to side, while virtually eliminating unwanted reflections. Creating the flat screen concept was the easy part. The tough part was making it practical. The first challenge was the glass itself. Because the picture tube encloses a vacuum, it needs to be able to withstand the pressure exerted by the air outside the tube, which, in the case of a large screen TV, can represent a force of several tons. Curved screens distribute the pressure more evenly than a flat screen, so the material in the flat screen needs to be much stronger than conventional glass. Of course, it takes more than a screen to make a picture. Other components had to be designed to maximize the new screen's performance. For example, we developed this state-of-the-art high-focus electron gun to permit distortion-free flat scanning and improve image sharpness by as much as 20%. We even improved on our own industry-standard Trinitron technology with a redesigned fine-pitch flat aperture grille that produces the brightest, most detailed images ever. Naturally, to bring it all together, we built the most advanced TV tube manufacturing and assembly lines in the world to build our FD Trinitron Vega. From start to finish, the Vega line sets a new benchmark for excellence in automation, quality assurance, and productivity. And it's all put together just like the world's most popular 35-inch television. Building superior products is a big part of the STCP story, but so is building a competitive company for the future. And with the addition of the American video glass production lines, STCP has become the world's first fully integrated manufacturer of direct-view televisions. Created as a partnership venture between Sony Electronics and Corning Asahi Video Products, the American Video Glass Manufacturing Plant is the largest and most technologically advanced facility of its kind in America. That gives us a truly sand-to-screen capability. Why do we say sand-to-screen? Well, that's because sand is the principal ingredient of the glass components that go into a Sony TV. Sand from central Pennsylvania and other raw materials arrive at the plant via truck and rail car. Here they are mixed according to proprietary Sony formulas and injected into either of two melting furnaces. Two furnaces and production lines are required because the American Video Glass Plant produces two key elements for Sony's Trinitron direct-view TVs: the funnel, which encloses the rear of the picture tube, and the panel, which is the viewing screen mounted at the front of the picture tube. After being heated to 1500 degrees centigrade, pre-measured glass loads are discharged into a mold carousel and pressed into the desired shape. The hot glass forms are then transferred to a conveyor line and allowed to cool. The partially cooled forms travel along a conveyor to a variety of robotic workstations for finishing and inspection. Up to this point, the two lines seem nearly identical, but the end products are very different. Proper shape and material integrity are essential in funnel production. That's because in the finished TV, the funnel must perform as a precision vacuum device capable of withstanding high temperatures, pressures, and mechanical stresses over the life of the product. No flaws or deviations from ultra-fine tolerances are permitted. So each funnel must undergo a battery of sophisticated visual, metric, and mechanical inspections. In contrast, panel glass is heavy, weighing as much as 80 pounds. Panel glass also differs from funnel glass in two other key respects. First, the glass formula includes chemical coloring agents that give the screen its characteristic smoky tint to enhance the quality and brightness of the colored TV image. Second, since the panel glass is the viewing area of the TV, it must be finished to the same demanding optical standards as camera lenses and eyeglasses. To achieve that precision, the panels are subjected to a three-stage polishing operation. Polished panels are then inspected by a human operator to detect any physical flaws or variations in color and clarity. To ensure compliance with rigid quality and process specifications, both lines are controlled from central computer rooms, featuring state-of-the-art process control systems and software. In the end, all that care pays off in specialty components that are to video glass what Sony TVs are to consumer electronics, the absolute benchmark of quality and performance. When you look at how all of Sony's manufacturing operations pull together and interrelate, you might say Sony has plenty of good chemistry. So it's no surprise to find that STCP is also home to the North American headquarters for Sony Chemicals Corporation of America. With proprietary products such as specialty adhesives used to manufacture DVDs and lubricants that help extend the life and performance of video recorders and cassettes, Sony Chemicals is certainly doing its part to help consumers see more video more often and more clearly than ever before. Yet, strange as it seems, one of their most important products is something consumers see every day and never even notice: Sony thermal transfer ribbons. In fact, whenever you see a bar-coded ribbon like this one, whether it's on a shipping carton, a retail product package, or even the box your Sony TV comes in, chances are you're looking at a little piece of STCP. It may seem like a simple product, but there's a lot of complex technology and chemistry behind it. Between the time a blank roll of polyester film arrives at our site and the time it ships out, it undergoes a dramatic transformation. First, the raw polyester film is fed into a dynamic roller, which unwinds the material at tremendous speeds while maintaining perfect edge registration all along the processing line. The master roll of polyester film is then subjected to various coating processes that allow customers to imprint barcodes, graphics, and even magnetic data directly onto a wide variety of substrates. After the coating is applied, the film passes through a computerized scanner that ensures the Sony quality our customers have come to expect. The scanner is so sensitive it can detect even pinhole flaws in the material. Finally, the coated film is rewound, cut to customer specifications, and prepared for delivery. Whether the individual labels are used to track an overnight package, an inventory stockpile, or a consignment of pharmaceuticals, they will play an indispensable role in keeping someone's business on time, on track, and in the system. Wherever you look at STCP, the world is moving forward. Consumer tastes are constantly changing. Customer needs are becoming more and more demanding, and our products and technologies are evolving almost daily. There's no doubt about it. At the Sony Technology Center, Pittsburgh, they're on a fast-forward ride into the future. And in case you hadn't noticed it, so are you.